hydrocarbons. Students, today we study the compounds which known as hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons means, as you know from the name, hydro plus carbon. Hydro plus carbon is known as hydrocarbon, which means hydro means hydrogen and carbon means carbon. That means that the compounds which indicates carbon and hydrogen both is known as hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons are the compounds which have a carbon-carbon, single bond, double bond or triple bond and made a compound. Hydrocarbons is the main source of energy in our life. Hydrocarbons is the main energy source or combustible fuel source which used our daily life. Now we study the classification of hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons are of two types. Number one is aliphatic. Aliphatic hydrocarbons is the open chain compounds. Number second is aromatic. Aromatic hydrocarbons is those hydrocarbons which containing cyclic ring or benzene ring. Now we differentiate aliphatic compounds in two types of hydrocarbons. Number one is saturated and other is unsaturated. Saturated hydrocarbons having only alkanes is known as alkanes and the unsaturated is alkenes and alkynes. Now we study what is saturated hydrocarbons and what is unsaturated hydrocarbons. Saturated hydrocarbons is alkanes like CH4. The first member in this series is CH4 is methane. Alkanes are those hydrocarbons which having carbon-carbon single bond or there is carbon-carbon single bond between two carbon atoms. They are having prefix ane in nomenclature. The general formula of the alkanes is CnH2n plus 2. For example, if we see CH4, there is one compound of carbon is 2 into C1 and H 2 into 1 plus 2 is equals to 4. So then CH4 is alkanes. Second is C2H6. There are two compounds of carbon and 6 is hydrogen. Now we study alkenes. What is alkenes? Alkenes is the compounds which having carbon-carbon double bond. Carbon-carbon double bond between twice of carbon. Or if we having chain, then we see CH2, CH3. This name is 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, but 2 ene, because the prefix is ene in alkanes. The example of alkanes is C2H4 because the general formula is CnH2n. If one compounds of carbon, then 2 into 1 compounds of hydrogen. Means if C is 2, then H is 4. Now we study alkynes. Alkynes is also unsaturated compound because alkynes having carbon-carbon triple bond. Third C2H2 because two compounds of carbon and 2N minus 2 compounds of hydrogen. Then C2H2, C3H, four is propyne. This is the another compound of alkynes. Now we study aromatic hydrocarbons. Aromatic hydrocarbons are those hydrocarbons which having cyclic chain or benzene ring. If we see aromatic hydrocarbons, they follow Huckel's rule, means C4N plus 2 pi. Huckel's rule. The compound which follow Huckel's rule is known as aromatic compounds. Aroma means a pleasant smell. Aroma is a Greek word which means pleasant smelling. The first compounds of the aromatic hydrocarbon is benzene. Benzene having molecular formula C6H6 and each carbon atom is sp2 hybridized at 120-degree angle. And the structure or benzene ring is planar or hexagonal. Planar hexagonal because the 6 compounds of carbon is each compound having hydrogen in their plane. If we find the structure of benzene like this, there are hydrogen atom in their plane like this. Each carbon containing one hydrogen atom, and the structure is another structure due to resonance is this. Then we find the hybrid structure of benzene. The hybrid structure of benzene is more stable because of the resonance and resonating structures. Now we found that the perpendicular p orbitals overlap by lateral overlapping, and this form the hybrid structure. Now benzene and their derivatives like phenol, aniline, NO2, nitrobenzene, toluene, all are aromatic hydrocarbons. In this series, naphthalene and anthracene is also aromatic hydrocarbons because they follow Huckel's rule and having benzene ring, and their benzene and its derivative is aromatic because they having pleasant smelling aroma. Now we find the sources of hydrocarbons. There are two sources of hydrocarbons. First one is organic sources. Organic sources like plants, animals, which gives us hydrocarbons. Then the another source is inorganic. The reactions of carbon and its derivatives gives us hydrocarbons with carbon and hydrogen compounds. compounds is known as inorganic sources of hydrocarbons. Then we found the importance of hydrocarbons. Importance of hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons is the primary source of energy. Hydrocarbons is the combustible fuel source. Hydrocarbons is the sources of polymers like polythene, polystyrene, polypropylene. And the hydrocarbons is used as organic solvent. Then we find the nomenclature of hydrocarbons. The nomenclature of hydrocarbons is studied like that. Nomenclature. In IUPAC, hydrocarbons is nomenclature like that. If we find that CH4, then we find that carbon 1 molecule is meth, carbon 2 molecules is eth, carbon 3 molecule is prop, carbon 4 molecule is but, carbon 5 molecule is pent, carbon 6 molecule is hex, carbon 7 molecule is hep, carbon 8 molecule is oct, carbon 9 molecule is non, carbon 10 molecule is dec. Now we find one carbon molecule, then its name is methane. If we having carbon-carbon single bond, then we add prefix "ane". If we having carbon-carbon double bond, then we add prefix "ene". If we having carbon-carbon triple bond, then we add prefix "ine". Now we find carbon-carbon single bond, then the name of this compound is methane. Now C 2 molecules and hydrogen 6 molecules with carbon-carbon single bond, then the name of this compound is ethane. If we having carbon-carbon double bond like alkene, then the name is C double bond C H 2 molecule of carbon, then the name is eth, and the prefix add because of double bond is ene, then the name is ethene. Now we having carbon-carbon triple bond, then the valency is satisfied with one hydrogen atom. Now we see there are two compounds of two molecules of carbon 1 and 2, then eth, and having triple bond, that is ine, then name is ethyne. If we having chain compounds CH3, CH2, 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 CH3, then we count the molecules which participate in this series 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the name is pent because of 6 molecule of carbon and having single bond in each other molecule, that is ane. The name of this compound is pentane. If we having double bond between this, then CH3, CH double bond, CH, CH2, CH2. We prefer the double bond and counting with double bond sign. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Means two position having double bond. Then pent, two position having double bond, then pent to ene. Because two position having double bond, then the prefix ene is add with 2. If we have triple bond in this series, then the compound name is pent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because of 5 molecules of carbon participate 3, 4, 5. Then the name is pent. Two position having triple bond, then 2 because triple bond is participate, then known is ine. So the name of this compound is pent to ine. If we having a chain like methyl group in this compound, then we show that CH3 there. The name of this compound is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Two position having methyl group, then the name is 2-methyl pentane. If we having methyl position in methyl group in this compound like that, CH3, the two position having methyl group, their name is 2-methyl, and two position also having double bond, their name pen-2-ene. Every methyl group and second double bond is in second position. If we having a name like this compound, 4 valence of carbon is filled by methyl group, then the name of this compound is 1, 2, 3. Two position having 2-methyl group, then 2,2-dimethyl propane. If we know that this having like that chain CH2, CH3, the name of this compound is 1, 2, 3, 4, 2,2-dimethyl butane. Now, if we having any functional group in this series, in this chain, then the name of this compound is like alcohol group is added with the chain, then we preference alcohol group and counting from alcohol group side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 hydroxy butane. If double and triple bond is added with this series CH3, CH, CH2, OH, CH3, then we preference double or triple bond from before any functional group. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we see that 2 hydroxy butane means two position having butane group like second double bond and two position having hydroxy group. If we see the nomenclature of aromatic hydrocarbons, then we see that benzene structure is this, and when the bromine group is added with this structure, then we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 compounds of carbon, then one position having bromine group, 1 bromo benzene. If we find another group in the benzene ring, in the bromobenzene is like that, then we count the position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 1, 2, dibromo benzene. Its benzene derivatives like that. If methyl group is added, then the name is methyl benzene, but the specific name known is toluene. Another is having NO2 group, their name is nitrobenzene. If we having amine group, then the name is aminobenzene and also known as aniline. If we having alcohol group in the benzene ring like that, name is phenol. So we know that benzene and its derivative is aromatic hydrocarbons.